Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show. Dungeons & Dragons? We stream on Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and then post episodes to YouTube the following Wednesday.
7 times.
Oh, only 3? Wow.
Yep, I'm really
I was getting ready
back.
to count.
I'll take the other.
Let's see.
Is this a wild magic card?
We use a variety of custom items and even a custom wild magic table in our campaign, so be aware of that as you watch. Music comes from BattleBards, TabletopAudio, and Incompetech. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can go ahead and check the channel page for links and info for everything I just mentioned. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can check the video description for similar information. Then, if you're still interested in more information about us, such as when we are streaming and when we're not, you can follow us on Twitter at AntiheroesAnon. And if you missed that, the Twitter handle is on both the Twitch page and the YouTube page, so you can check either of those places. We also have new character bio cards, which are in the right position this week, which is awesome. And you can see right now it is showing Mara, but it'll switch shortly, and you can get a little bit of info about all of the other characters. Tonight's session, we're aiming to make it a good season break for the show. So then we'll be taking a short break for the holidays and be back on January 8th, picking up new season, some new adventure, same story, new adventure though. Let's see, so then, yeah, enjoy the show and share with your friends if you do enjoy. So a little bit of, oh, we didn't do player introductions.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Ooh, very self-centered of me. The
Yes.
players are...
Because I
Right.
sneezed. That was
Hi,
alright.
I'm Nick. I play Thaddeus, the human paladin of Sanahan.
I'm Kay. I play Harmony, who is a tiefling wild magic sorcerer.
I'm Melissa, and I play Mara, who is a human rogue pirate.
I'm Zach, and I play Hunter, who's a Warforged fighter.
Okay, so now some recap. The Eyes of the World, this evil organization who has harried the party throughout their travels, captured Leah Moonbrook, who the party was protecting, on the day of a gala honoring Thaddeus' family, and particularly his father. At this same gala, Dawn, a friend of the party, was revealed to be both the princess of the country Ferindel, as well as, in an engaged marriage situation, betrothed to Thaddeus' younger brother, Gavin Hammerlock, who everyone hates.
Look at the chart. Look at the chart.
Which is good, because that means I'm playing him right. Let's see. The group then warned Yin, who is the master of necromancy within the Assembly of Eight, this council that advises the king and queen in their decisions. Thaddeus warned Yin that the Eyes of the World were attempting to kill the council members of the Assembly of Eight. But then it was revealed that Yin had actually been working with the Eyes to cover up the false king and queen that they had put in place to sort of establish rulership over the kingdom for themselves. Now, the party is in the midst of a showdown with Orin, the archmage who leads the group, the Eyes of the World, as well as gigantic Warforged
Gundam.
that embodies the soul of Voltrus, a giant that the party encountered before. Meanwhile, Dawn's team seeks to rescue her parents from the dungeons of the castle. So a lot's going on. And we're picking up right in the middle of battle on Mara's turn, so let me just get some music, and then we'll get going. Here we go.
Alright, so we just have the Warforged left, right?
The Warforged.
And all those little warforged.
Yeah, the little Warforged, the Gundam, and then Orin and
Okay,
his pet snake.
so what I'd like to do, if you're
Well,
ready.
did
I'm
Orin
ready.
just end last episode by telling us to give up?
Yeah, that's right. That's important information. So Orin said that you should all give up. A, because his Warforged has just come crashing through the ceiling of the room. And B, because no one has been able to hurt him yet. And then he also mentioned that any struggling here is futile, because his Warforged, without him in his absence, will still overrun the city and take control in the time it takes for him to return. So that was the note that we ended on. So now, what is Mars' plan?
Okay, on top of that, what's she gonna do?
Since I'm up on the ceiling, I want to get my rope, fashion it into a lasso, grab it, throw it at one of the Warforged, and use my momentum around one of those posts to fling him out one of the holes in the roof.
Oh, okay. Let's see. How would this work? Go ahead and make a ranged weapon attack as if you were using your short bow, and that'll be the lasso.
Nice.
17 plus 7. Oh, okay, 24.
So yeah, that hits. The lasso attaches around the Warforged's neck, and then you sort of use your flying momentum to go backwards around the pillar. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage because you're trying to use that momentum.
With advantage.
Okay.
Okay. 22.
22. Okay, yeah. Which one of these Warforged do you want to send flying? I'll
Anyone.
say you can get any one of these 3 by Thaddeus, probably. So just this one?
Yeah, anyone.
Alright, so you fasten the lasso around him, and then go shooting around this pillar, putting you about there, but up near the ceiling, flying using the flying potion, and straight out the straight out the opening.
That was pretty good.
Wilhelm scream. He's gone.
That plan last week.
No. I have no idea what you were gonna do. Alright.
So I've added him to the Warforged tally. So that's probably
Probably
your action and your movement. So you've got a bonus action if you've got anything you want to do with your bonus action.
So I can move. I better move farther
You already
away.
moved.
Oh, I already moved.
Well,
okay.
as a rogue, she could dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll just get a little bit further away from that.
Well, you're still.
You are
Yeah,
also
you're
up
in the air.
by
You're
the
in the
ceiling.
Oh,
area.
yeah, okay. Okay.
Stay there.
Yeah, that's fine then. I'm finished.
Okay. As Mara's turn ends, I need every single person in the room to make a dexterity saving throw, as there is a lurching, grinding sound, and the floor jolts underneath you.
Okay.
And that includes. Oh, I don't have my dice out. That includes
Okay.
Orin and each of the Warforged.
Okay.
So what's the DC on this?
It is going to be a 12.
Oh, perfect.
What's your bonus?
Are you near me? Yeah, you are near me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's plus
You
3.
didn't need to though, because you're flying.
Yeah, you're flying.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
you're safe.
That's true.
I
This
got an 11.
Warforged,
Well, was that what for plus 3?
Yeah. I rolled 6.
you guys should be grateful these Warforged are rolling natural 20s on their dexterity saves.
Should we?
Should we?
Well, it's not
Can
an
one of
attack
them roll for
against you.
me?
Oh, ha. That's true.
And Orin makes his save. I'm going to say the giant doesn't have to make one because he's massive. So Thaddeus,
That's
Harmony,
14.
14, pass.
Fail.
Fail. Okay, so you fall prone as well. Next to this Warforged that has also fallen prone.
Him and our
And-
buddies.
The ground begins to descend downward. Each of you, having seen the mechanisms that are involved in this, would know that the floor of the castle is descending down to another layer of the city.
Ah.
yeah. Well, I have addendum on Dexter's. I mean, I made that one, but
So the floor itself is going down, or the entire castle?
The entire castle
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
moving
I see,
down
I
to
see.
another
Okay.
level of the city. Because it was constructed in that circular shape
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
castle
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle, and the castle could go to any level.
Okay.
Don't be too nervous. You'll be fine. Then we'll say that's that. So it's Thaddeus' turn.
Thaddeus might end up using every possible action he can on this turn.
Oh yeah, with the
Um,
haste and everything. Okay.
So first he's gonna move over to Harmony. Just taking those aways.
Okay.
How much?
Oh, because like they can hit you.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Whatever.
Like they could hit you.
Yeah, okay, where were those natural 20s?
Right.
Um,
How
what
many feet of movement was that?
That was 20.
Okay, I have a lot.
Hold on, let me just double check their bonus. Yeah, it's +5, so even with a 14 on the dice, he still misses. Okay.
Then I'm going to use my action to lay on hands for Harmony. Harmony, you can take 35.
Okay.
Is about what I can spare right now.
Alright. That's something. Thank you.
Then I am going to run up to Orin.
Okay, is that, can you make him over there? Your
Right
speed
here.
is doubled, right?
It's
In
up,
case-
so I have
yeah,
60.
he can get right up on the pedestal if he
Yeah.
wants.
So you want to be up
Dice.
here?
Yep.
Welcome back.
Too bad you're not a fire.
He can't take any damage right now. Then I'm going to use my second action to attempt to rip the circlet off of Orin's forehead.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
interesting idea. Yeah, I'll say go ahead and make an athletics check, and he'll make an acrobatics or athletics to try and get out
Sure.
of the way of that. I just need to finish adjusting the audio that I'm working on.
How good is your wizard's acrobatics or athletics? It better be good.
It's not great, I don't think.
Oh,
No.
So you,
No.
you didn't beat a 23.
I
is
haven't
what you're
rolled
saying?
yet, but no, I
Okay.
don't think so.
Oh.
No. 7. Yeah, so you pull this circlet straight off of his head,
Mhm.
and he's like trying to duck back out of the way, but he just can't.
You're too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Too hasty.
Seriously.
And then I'm going
I
to
should have
use,
given you advantage for haste. Either way.
then I'm going to use the remainder of my
Totally
movement, which I don't
didn't
know how much I even have left.
20 to me, and then how much was
then
it to him?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
30, so we got 10 feet left.
10.
Now I'm going to use the remainder of it to run away from him.
Straight back.
Yeah, straight back.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. See you later.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. That might not be where I moved to. 1 second. I gotta look up how this works exactly. You didn't. Okay. Sorry, I got a lot going on here.
What is Thaddeus's AC right now?
Right now it's 22.
Okay, so a 23 will just do it.
Then I'll use my reaction
To cast shield.
to cast shield.
Okay.
I thought I might have to do that.
The spectral serpent's head that is coiled around
Mhm.
Orin lashes out at you and bites, but you get your magic shield of Asanahan's protection up just in time, and
Mhm.
it completely negates that attack.
What a champ.
What a champ.
And then I know I want to use my bonus action. I told you I might use every single action I have, which so far I've used 2 actions, a reaction, and I'm about to use my bonus action, plus all of my movement.
Uh-oh, you still have a free action. Oh, jeez.
Could pick up a weapon, use an object.
Horse staff is still there. Oh.
That's true. Cooler stuff.
I
is,
did a disarm.
Do you have notes on how the shield works? Because I'm looking it up right now.
How
I
shield?
do.
No,
Or
no,
your
I have my
shield.
shield.
Mhm. What do you want to know specifically about it?
It's a bonus action. I know it's a bonus action to give somebody AC, but I don't know how far away I have to be to do that.
I believe it's 60. Let me pull it up. Shield of the Asanahan's protection. Bear with me.
Yep, 60 feet. Okay. So bonus action, Harmony take 3 AC
Oh, thank you. How long does that last?
until I feel like it.
Woo.
So the little bit of magic from Thaddeus's shield that he just used to repel the serpent then switches over and floats around Harmony.
Oh, not that long, until the start of the next turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At least for 1 round.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want
Okay.
to stay there? Or you want to move somewhere else?
No, I'm good where I am.
That's great.
I was trying to figure out if I need to move closer to Harmony to use that feature, but I don't.
Then
Okay, part 1 complete.
Wow.
Orin is going to cast a spell
Mm-hmm.
targeting Thaddeus at
Mhm.
the end of your turn. Because Thaddeus has been an absolute pain in his side. He
Yeah.
says, "You pest! See how it feels!" And he will cast the infestation spell.
You.
So you can make a Constitution saving throw.
I
as
I'm gonna save my
hordes
reaction.
of snakes appear around your feet,
Nice.
as if they're crawling out of the ground.
Cool.
How's a 20? Nope, a 19. Does 19 do?
19 will do it against your spell save. Let me see if you take half. I don't have
We're
it.
holding. We're holding.
Let's see. Cantrip, I don't think you take half.
Yeah,
Nope, you don't. So, yep, you succeed and fight off these spectral serpents
I
that are
didn't
crawling up
see
out of the ground.
Exactly.
Hunter, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
It actually uses free action say it feels fine.
Good man.
Now I've
good
used
man.
all my actions.
So I'm gonna stand up
Uh-huh.
and I
Half your
lose half my
movement.
movement. Point and laugh at the guy next to me. Not yet. And then is the
Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, no, I did. Never mind. I thought I didn't roll for Vultress, but...
is the Gundam holding anything
It has
besides lightning bolts?
a shield, actually, in one hand, a big old metal shield. But it looks like where it's kind of welded to.
Oh, so you can't disarm it? Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna start blasting. But maybe I'll take a shot. Well, I won't take a shot at Orin, but he still has his protection, right?
I mean, it's hard to tell.
Okay. Well, we
As
haven't
far as you know.
dispelled
We haven't
his
done
protection.
anything.
So, if I hold an attack action, do I still get all three?
No, you get one.
You just get one. Okay, that's right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna start shooting the the giant then,
Okay.
the Gundam. So I'm gonna use my scope.
Actually, need to write down his HP here.
Oh. Hopefully he's very weakened.
Like I
compared to-
mentioned, he does look seriously damaged from his fight
So
with Mandus.
I got one crit.
Oh!
I got. Ooh, that's not very good.
I mean,
Does a
maybe he's
17 hit?
17 does not quite do it.
Okay. All right. How about a 25?
25 will do it.
Okay,
So the first shot you hit maybe in one of the claw marks left by Mandus's
oh, definitely.
attacks, and then the second one is sort of like a follow-up attack that pierces through the armor a
Okay.
bit in one of the weak points.
So is he huge?
He is, I believe, actually gargantuan.
So I can't use telekinesis on him.
Nope.
Okay, so that just fizzles then? It doesn't do anything?
Yeah, but it'll make your damage magic,
Magic damage,
which makes
okay.
a difference.
And then I will... Can I still trip him? Does that have a... Doesn't say
hang on to it.
anything about... Oh, wait. If it's large or smaller, so I can't trip him.
No, this guy is definitely larger
Okay, so
than
you can't do
large.
that either.
You could still do it, and if it adds damage to the roll, you could do that, but it wouldn't.
Well, there might be something better I can do then. I could do... Let's see. Gosh. Can't do anything to this guy.
You're up next, Harmony.
I know. Oh God.
She's got a lot you have to do.
the whole world, the whole world is resting on my shoulders.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do any
We're all
maneuvers on it
marked
because
up,
none of them have an effect.
Okay.
But I'll just do damage.
You're like, hey, that was kind of fun.
So
I need to
that's-
do it again.
Well, I kind of have a different idea.
25 magic for the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one is
Aww.
19. And then,
The second one didn't have any magical effects applied to it, right?
oh, I
Yeah.
was going to, actually.
You
Yeah,
do it.
1 second. That's a enervation. Takes an extra 48 necrotic damage.
Does he make it? He makes a save first, though.
Doesn't say that. Oh, yeah, con. Okay.
It's pretty good. Yeah, 24.
Does that block all of it?
Mm-hmm.
No, half?
Unfortunately, with your bow, it's all in.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So I'm not gonna do that. But that was an extra 19
Jeez, that gets
magic.
me.
And I think that'll be, let's see, and then I'm gonna move. I only have half, so I'm gonna move 15.
Mm-hmm. And then remember, if you want to set your bow again, you'll have to use a bonus action.
Correct. So I'll move over here.
And then set down the bow.
Yes.
Harmony, you're up.
We believe in you.
Remind me what it was that Orin said.
Specifically,
At the last thing he said.
not to Thaddeus about being a pest, right?
No.
The most-
No. When he was like, you all should just stop fighting.
He said, A, the most powerful combatants are still in play, you barely hurt me. And B, even without me here, my Warforged will overrun the city.
Okay. Alright, well, Harmony feels a little bit better. She's got some more hit points. She's got a little bit of a AC bonus.
Yeah, there you go.
She's going to brush herself off. And she's going to use a couple of sorcery points to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
And she's going to cast Banishment at a 5th level and try to banish both Megatron and Orochi.
Orochi. So not Orin.
Not Orin,
Okay.
Orochi. And
Roll.
Wild Magic will go, or Tides of Chaos is primed, so Wild Magic will actually happen.
Awesome.
But as she casts it, she says, I'll show you who the major players are.
It's a charisma saving throw.
Yes.
The Voltress is a 23.
Fuck.
Yes. And then Orochi rolls a 17 on the dice.
No.
So
Orochi was a what?
a 17 on the dice.
So I'm gonna bend luck on Orochi.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter what I roll, but I rolled a 2.
So in total, that brings it down to a 20.
Okay, that was 2 more. No, on Orochi.
Yeah, he's 17,
Yeah. 17 was on the dice.
Oh! Then I don't want to waste a bend luck on
Okay.
that. I thought it was 17 total, and then I was like, well then, in that case. Well, fuck!
Okay. But
Well,
the
let's
second,
see what the wild magic is,
Well, wild magic might be good.
before I do anything else.
Wild magic might be you get all your sorcery points back or something.
Yeah, that would be really
would be
helpful,
great.
actually.
32?
32, I don't... Let's
I don't
see.
think it's that good.
Okay, actually, it's not bad.
Whoops.
No, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm
Okay.
gonna bend luck on that instead. That can't happen. 3. So can I choose which direction to go? Or does it just go?
You're supposed to choose which direction to go. I think,
then
before
roll
you
it?
Roll it.
Okay, I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
We'll say 3 higher.
3 higher.
30.
So
34?
35.
Oh, 35. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You feel exceedingly truthful, as you cannot lie for the next hour.
It's cool. It's cool.
What was 32?
I would have been teleported out of the area.
Oh man.
Yeah. I was like, nope, I'm staying here because I'm going to use my action. And I'm going to say, well, I didn't think that was going to work anyway. And I'll pull out the spell scroll of Dispel Magic, the 9th level
the
one.
9th level one?
And I'm going to attempt to cast it on Orin's shield thingy that he's got up.
Okay, I need you to make a charisma check.
I know, and I'm going to use
Mine
Tides
is
of
a-
Chaos.
Wait, this is not. Oh, yeah, charisma.
Yeah, Charisma is my spell casting modifier.
I thought he was doing something. But no,
No,
you didn't
no,
plan
no.
for this.
Dispel Magic, and I'm using my Tides of Chaos to get advantage, and I'm really scared.
Wait, don't you want to roll once just to see if you need to use it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that first. That's a good idea. I just assumed I'd need it.
I mean, who knows? Something might go right for us.
Nope, I need it.
Pulling up the rules.
I need it. Let me get that
How
out
much
of
do
the
you have to
way.
roll?
She's a 14.
Damn it!
Oh.
And I can't bend luck on that because of fuck shit.
Does
So
anyone have anything that can help Harmony here? What do you? How much are you trying to boost it?
I need to boost it by 2, I think.
Yeah, right now she's canceling. Yeah, she's not canceling it. She's got spell yet.
Let's see. Let's
I
see.
can't bend luck on that because I used my reaction to bend luck on my wild magic surge.
Spell scroll. Okay. At a higher level than you can normally cast to make it spellcasting ability to
Nope,
DC
that's the
equals 10
rule.
plus the
It's
spell's
gone.
level.
It's wasted.
That's so unfortunate.
I mean, I knew this was gonna happen because I can never roll well when it counts.
Yeah, so the spell scroll, as Harmony pulls it out and attempts to read it, crumbles into dust.
Oh.
Oh, that would have
And
been
I
such
think
a good
she's
use for
just
that
going
one.
to drop to her knees, stunned that nothing she's done has worked.
That was so unfortunate. I feel so bad for you. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There were some good rolls on my part and some bad ones on yours. Is that the rest? That's your turn?
Maybe I should have let wild magic go off and gotten transported. Yeah, that's the only I'm
Where would it have taken you?
to an another
To the
plane.
astral plane.
To an astral plane
For
for
home.
until my next turn, I think.
Well, wild magic's still prime now.
But it's prime, so it'll happen again if I cast another spell. But I'm
Uh,
spent. I just used everything.
The Warforged, this one's going to stand up
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And
Thank you for that flying potion.
this kept you far above the warp.
I've
Yeah.
been,
So let's see. I
so
see 2
down.
attacks on Thaddeus. Wow. So a 24 and a 23.
Can wait.
Your shield,
Shield
is
is
still in
still
effect,
active.
It's still active.
but you've sent
But I
AC
sent
to
some of
harmony.
So my AC is now 24, so it actually does hit for the first
Okay,
time.
so one of them hits and the other one does not. You take 9 slashing damage from the longsword.
Okay. This is new for them.
Yeah, that was new for me. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Then the 2 on Hunter here. Fabulous misses both. And then Harmony. A 2 plus 5, so 7.
Nope.
This is even without the bonus.
Even
to AC.
without the bonus.
Yeah.
So that is the Warforged. Notably, more do not come this round.
Ooh.
However, then it is Voltrus's turn. Are we getting to Orin's turn? We are. Actually, then at the end of the Warforged's turn, Orin is going to use his last legendary action to make a snake attack at Thaddeus. 29.
Oh yeah, that will hit no matter what. That would have hit even with my shield
Respectable.
attack. I'm surprised that wasn't a crit.
That was a 19 on the dice. So you take... So that's 10 piercing damage, and then 5 psychic damage as this spectral snake-like head with the void-like eyes bites into you, finally piercing your flesh. And as it does, your vision flashes for a second to that same void-like space that you saw before. And your head is just racked with pain. And that's the psychic damage. Then it's the Warforged Giant's turn.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh god.
Alright, we'll come up to Hunter. And you can see it, there's like an electric charge that runs down its arm, and then this electric sword, from almost like pure lightning, coalesces in its hand, and it will make 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
One of them is a hit. I know that much. Yes, because one of them is 30 to hit, and then one of them is 17 to hit, so the 30 does.
Okay. Yep, 30 definitely hits. Okay.
7 is 14, and that is 5, so that's 12 plus 9. That is 21 lightning damage.
Okay.
It's actually on the low side for that. And that's it, as this lightning just courses through your Warforged body.
Ow.
And then he's right up in front of you, just looming over you, this massive, multi-story tall body.
Yeah, he's very tall. He's a very big boy.
All of a sudden, all of my people are in a row because it's Orin's turn. Hadn't considered what he was going to do. Most of his high-level spell slots are gone.
Which is good, but also we can't hurt him, which is really bad.
I can't completely break out the spell magic connection.
He reaches down to Puor's body and clicks a button and pulls up a tank that's something like, it's like a canister filled with water, and you can see there are
That's the one that was in his bag, right?
yes,
Yeah.
from his back. There are, let's see, there's
6?
yes, there are 6 brains drifting in this canister, and he sort of sets it on the throne and then sits down on the throne as well. And
We have time to go fight.
points his
boy.
staff in Thaddeus' direction, since he's directly in front of him, and please make for me a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
which I think you have advantage on because of
advantage
pace.
because of pace, right. Fortunately, my modifier is not great on them. 16? Probably not going to do it.
No, it will not. That was with your advantage.
That was with my advantage.
As he points his staff in your direction, there's a crackling of lightning energy, and a lightning bolt shoots out in a straight line It ends up colliding with Voltrus, but it doesn't seem to have any impact on him at all.
Does it
you
hit
take-
the other dude as well?
It does, yes. He's obliterated. That Warforged is obliterated. And you take 36 points of lightning damage.
I'm down.
Thaddeus is unconscious.
Yes.
Oh no.
So that's that spell slot. And I need to add to your Warforged tally. Cool. Then it is Mara's turn. As you can see, the room now instantly, almost the environment of it changes as Orin just sits back in the throne and smiles.
Okay. I'm gonna need like a 1-2 punch from you.
Hey,
Hunter.
what do you want me to do?
Okay, so my next move, I'm still up in the air. I've still got my rope out. I'm gonna reach into my knapsack and I'm gonna throw my ball bearings at the huge gargantuan. And as I'm doing that, feet first, I'm gonna slam into him and try to knock him over.
Oh, okay. I don't know what ball bearings do precisely.
Well, see, I have improvised weapons,
Mhm.
so
No. I think you can scatter them on the floor, no problem at all. I think
I think you have to use like a dexterity saving throw to move or something like that.
ball bearings. Bag of 1,000 in the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that ought to do it.
Okay, as an action, you can spill these tiny metal balls from their pouch
Suddenly
to
we're in
cover
Roger Rabbit.
a level square of 10 feet on the side. Creature moving across the covered area must
Gets
make a
him
DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Yeah, I'll say he has to make that immediately, just for simplicity. And his dexterity is not great. And then as you go try and
Where
slam
did you
into him,
scatter him? Just under him.
Under him.
Okay.
as you go and try and slam into him, make a athletics check, but at disadvantage. It's because he's very large.
16.
No, we roll again.
Really good.
Oh,
Advantage.
advantage. I
This
thought
is
he said
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's better.
So that's fine.
So,
So 16.
16. Okay, so with your 16, I'm going to say you up the difficulty by 2, which is enough with his roll to topple him over just enough, and you can see this. There's no expression on his face as he just
Okay.
crashes into
Go,
this
Hunter,
pillar.
go.
You want me to start shooting at him?
Well, don't
he's,
shoot him. He's prone.
he's
I know.
brown, so like, can't you do something like hack off his
Do the same thing
feet or
you did to
something?
Ben.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Start taking it apart, quick.
The pillar on that side of the room is completely caved in as he just crashes through it, and you can see the roof, which was already weakened with structural damage, as he slammed through it, begins to collapse in that area, and it doesn't necessarily show us any signs of stopping. Anything
So
else on Mara's
he
turn?
can't crush through the floor and go to the next room, right?
Unfortunately, it's sturdy enough to hold.
Dang, that would have been so good. That's all I can do.
That's still pretty good. Then there's another grinding as the floor begins to progress downward, but at this point you've got your balance on it, so you don't need to make any dexterity saves. Thaddeus, you're unconscious.
Okay, I guess I'll make a death save. 1 success.
Okay. Hunter.
Oh boy.
Let's change up the battle music since it's been the same.
So I think can I?
If you use that rapier wounding, you'll have advantage on attacks.
Yeah. Can I jump on Voltros
Yes.
and just like start
Where do you
stabbing
want
at
to
him?
jump? Like on his shoulder
Where's-
pauldrons?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can hop up on there.
All right. And the Child of Colossus music starts playing, and so I'm gonna hop on and start stabbing him with the sword of wounding and my shield, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do have
Um,
advantage.
Okay. So I don't get this. I'm not using the bowstring. But yeah, let's start going. So that is a 29. The
That's
first one. That's a crit,
Does it?
and that's a 28. on the
Also
next
does it.
one. Okay. And I'm gonna start rolling damage. So let's see here. That's the crit damage. Let's see. 16, Plus
You can just give it to me as a total.
35 magic plus the wounding little tick damage.
That happens on his turn though.
Yeah, and then do I want to do it again? We probably want to take this guy out, don't we? So, so I'm going to action surge and do 3 more attacks.
Okay.
That's a 29.
Does it?
That's a 23.
Does it?
Okay. And that is a miss.
What was it then?
15.
15. Okay, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
quite enough.
And
So your whole first round of attacks, the total damage was 35?
35 magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any.
And then this one, let's see how much damage I do. 6. 11. And then I can add... See, I really don't have any good maneuvers to use on him, though.
Because he's so
If I
big.
give Thaddeus temp HP, that doesn't count as HP, right?
No, well, he's unconscious, unfortunately.
Okay. I can't disarm the...
No, the lightning sword, even as he finished making his attack, sort of dissipated back
Oh, I
into his
see.
hand.
Okay,
And the shield seems very sturdily welded to him.
okay. So that was... that was 23 more magic damage.
Yeah, what does that look like? He's still alive and kicking.
I just jumped on him and just started just...
There are
stabbing.
poke wounds all throughout his head. The magic rapier seems to be cutting in much more easily.
Yeah,
But he's still, you can see he's trying to get himself back up.
okay.
That's your turn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Harmony.
How much more I can do here?
Hold on. Actually, at the end of that turn, Orin will turn to Harmony and say, "Now I think it's time you cooled off." And he's going to cast a ray of frost in your direction. So I need you to... oh, he makes a spell attack. That's probably a hit. So that's 16 plus...
Yeah.
Yeah, 12, so yeah. Ray of Frost goes at his level, 4d8. So that's fine. So you take 15, 17 points of frost damage as this beam of frost from the tip of his staff connects with you. And it's just
Swear
frigid
he didn't
cold.
do that when my fire spell was active. Jerk.
Yeah, well, he's smart. He waited.
He's not going to be counterspelled.
Okay, now it is Harmony's turn.
I'm going to turn to him and take a deep breath and say, "No, I think it's you that needs the timeout," and try to banish him.
Banishment again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 4th level. And Wild Magic is going to go off again.
He fails, though. So know that. Here, I rolled a 4.
Cool! That makes what I'm trying to do a lot easier.
So let's see what happens with Wild.
So she says, "I think you're the one that needs a timeout."
That's such a like Fire Emblem cut-in line.
I know.
You need a timeout.
You need a timeout. 39.
39. You gonna let it happen?
Yeah.
All right. So not only can you not lie, so we know in fact Orin does need a timeout.
Yep.
Your ears balloon out to the size of dinner plates.
Your ears?
My
Harmony's
ears.
yeah. So they're just sort of like protruding over her horns.
Oh my god.
But I can hear really well now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Orin is gone for now.
Then I'm going to kind of go, and then I'm going to run over to Thaddeus.
You do have a wolf
I know.
right next to you.
I know. Yeah. I'm going to run over to Thaddeus. I'm going to take whatever OA. And I'm going to
Yo, you okay?
I'm
grab him. And I'm going to spend 2 more sorcery
Well,
points.
let's see what happens with your I don't think he can do 20.
No, he rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Useless to afford.
2 more sorcery points, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door, grabbing Thaddeus, and just go as out of the room.
This direction?
Yeah. And down the hall. Not quite 500 feet. Maybe more like
Somewhere like over here.
60 feet out of the room, ish.
So I guess I should actually draw a hall.
Are we running away?
I just wanted to get him out of here because I have potions, but I can't give him a potion this turn because I used my action. So,
Oh, man, I was like, are we
so we
getting out of
just
here?
disappeared,
Are they
but we're
just
still
middle?
there. We're not
Yeah.
like I could have gone farther, but
Okay.
we're close
And
enough where he could run back.
Would you
in on
check
his
for
next
wild
turn.
magic on Dimension Door as well?
Sure. Nothing.
Cool.
Fuck.
Good turn though.
Very
Yeah.
good
that's
turn.
good.
Very good turn.
Made up for last one.
The Warforged.
That is still clutching that circlet, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, now that you mention it, do I have time to like grab that circlet and shove it in my bag
Yeah, if you want to.
since he's like
Yeah.
passed out?
2 Warforged are
As I'm,
going to
like,
make attacks
Shuffling
against.
for my potions.
Oh, as you get out into the hallway, you don't land next to them, but you do see coming from the other direction some more Warforged.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
So they're going to use their movement and get up to the door, but they can't quite get in yet. I see 2 Warforged attacks against Hunter, and then 2 are going to make crossbow attacks
I'm
against.
on top of Voltron. I need to move them.
Oh, that's true.
Are they going to climb up with me?
No,
Come on,
but
my friends.
you're not high enough at this point that they need to climb.
Raise, Giant, Megatron.
I didn't expect that to work.
Yeah, right?
I did not expect that to work.
19,
Miss.
if your shield misses, so both of those miss. And then the 2 crossbow attacks against Mara. One is a natural 20, and one is a 21. Total.
Crossbow attacks, though, right? You can use your gloves.
One.
Oh, yeah.
On one
It's
of
your
them?
reaction,
On one
so you
of
can do it on one of them, yeah.
So let's
I would-
calculate some damage.
How much HP you got?
I have 10 temporary and 16
Oh,
regular.
okay. You'll be-
So how did the gloves work again?
So you can use your reaction and roll a d10, and then you add your dexterity modifier and you reduce it by that much.
So I would
And if
use it
it's
on
zero,
the
you
natural
can catch
20.
it.
Okay.
Or it's reducing the damage. It's
It
not
reduces the damage, and if it's down to 0, you catch it.
Okay. So do that. Roll a 10, a d10.
The natural 20 was 11 points of damage.
That's
So that's what
is
you're
that
trying
the
to
10 or is that
reduce.
the 8? That's the 10. Sorry, how much?
11.
So you
Add
got
your dex
7.
modifier. 7.
So you
So
reduce
3.
it.
So yeah, you take 3 from the first crossbow bolt, as the gloves allow you to catch it a little bit, but then it still pierces in. And then the second one was 5 points of
So you take a total of 8
piercing damage.
damage. You can't
Okay.
reduce that one.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the Warforged.
Total of 8 damage.
Yeah, 10 HP.
Yeah, total of 8.
Whee!
Hunter stands
Up we
back up.
go.
Thank you, thank
Hunter's
you,
up
thank
there on it.
Not there, not there.
I know, I just
I know,
wanted
it's
to
fine.
actually make
Oh,
it
he
stable.
stood
I
up.
can't.
He
Let me
did.
see.
But Hunter's right. Hunter is holding on for dear life.
One
Yeah,
time.
he's just going to swipe up at you with his sword. And not, should I give him disadvantage?
Yes. Yes, you should.
I don't know that he would have it. I'm gonna.
There's
I'm
still
gonna make
ball
his attack
bearings
small.
rolling around. Though.
That's true. If he moves from there, he'll have to save. So I'm gonna
Okay.
save.
And he didn't take damage when he fell gargantuan?
You don't take damage when you fall.
Yeah, but he's huge. I thought his head would fall off or something. Or at least could have.
I mean, it's relatively the same distance, right? He's this tall, and he falls that same distance as you would fall if you were falling backwards. Relatively.
Fell on his
No,
sword.
yeah, makes sense.
We would be too lucky.
So there is a 30 to hit and a 28 to hit, so both hit.
Yeah. I'll do it.
How are you looking, Hunter?
I'm okay.
So that
So far.
is
Until I know what I'm getting hit
quite a
by.
bit of damage.
Yeah?
37 lightning damage
For both?
for the first one.
Okay,
and,
well, I'm not good anymore.
Yeah.
33 lightning damage for the second.
Okay.
As he basically just like holds it back onto you, and you're just coursing with electricity.
Yeah, I don't
conducting
like
it with your
that.
metal
I
frame.
don't like that at all.
Orin is banished.
Yep.
Then it is.
So I'm gonna use parry on one of them, so I
Okay.
can reduce the damage. Hopefully by a lot.
That's an awesome visual in my mind. Of like he bringing back the and you just like putting up his sword.
Trying the shield. I
It's
got
this little rapier
so I'm gonna
over
reduce it by. So if I take half Then does it come before or after?
What do you mean before or after?
So do I reduce it by half and then subtract, or do I subtract and then reduce it by half?
Well, what are you subtracting? Oh. What is the order of operations? I think you...
If we use PEMDAS, then...
I would say the order that it says in the...
I think it is
Figure.
subtract and then reverse.
Okay, so... Use your reaction to expand and reduce the damage by the number you roll. But then I also reduce it by half, so...
Why are you reducing it by
I
half?
drink a potion of vulnerability.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
So yeah, minus first and then reduce that by half.
Okay, so then it would be
So which one are you reducing?
the bigger one. So...
37.
Oh my gosh, I can't do math right now.
I'm relying on
26,
you.
13.
Okay.
It's 13 for the first one,
And then 32.
16.
so 16.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
29.
29.
That's nowhere near as bad as it.
Ouch, man, that still hurts a lot.
You just absorbed a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh my
Seth,
gosh.
he took 3 points of damage last session.
Yeah.
3.
6.
Anyways, it's Mara's turn.
Do you know how many times I almost died?
Well, you don't have as much HP as I do either.
I know, but like you need to stop
Large
whining.
pack.
Help! Help!
Hunter.
You can come and rescue me.
Oh,
You're
you just-
flying.
You'll get sneak attack if you shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can fly
You can
away
shoot him,
together.
or you could go in and stab him.
I'm trying to think what other tricks I have to make him wonky.
I think
Since
we
he's
need
so
damage
big,
now.
that's his.
We need you to deal damage now, dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need damage.
He's on. We think he's on the ropes, maybe.
The time for tricks is
The
over.
Hunter's hit him
Alright.
pretty hard.
I
Yeah,
did a pretty
you
decent
can
amount of
see
damage.
the
That's
like
pretty
bits of lightning that hold his parts together. These blue parts, they're like lightning, actually. You can see that the lightning is just getting a little bit more sporadic and it's fizzling a bit, and he's having trouble keeping this Warforged body together. It seems.
Would you say he's bloody?
Well, he
Okay.
started the battle blood.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna
I hope so.
use my. How far away am I?
You're only like 10 feet away.
Yeah,
from
very
him.
far away.
So I'm gonna use my motion to go behind him and do a sneak attack. And then I'm gonna use my rapier since I'm up in the air
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
try
you're
to
like
get him.
right up in the
Get him
back
right in
of
the
his head.
booty.
Get his,
Right in the booty.
get his
You want
sword.
the
Where's the
booty
best-
or like the back of the head?
I was thinking the neck to try
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
his head wobbly.
Do
Go
it.
for it.
Do it.
Okay, so first I roll for the. So that goes 4 plus.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're aiming for one
Wait,
of the
she
like.
gets advantage, right?
Why?
For
For
sneak
sneak
attack?
attack?
No,
No,
no.
Or
She
for-
gets sneak attack if
When,
she
when
has
I'm in
advantage.
combat with somebody?
No.
Oh, that's the other
Uh,
one.
It's not like a pack tactics
No,
thing.
but you do have
Assassination.
an offhand weapon you could probably use.
Yeah, if you can use a dagger in
That's
your
true.
other hand and attack again.
Okay.
Pull up
Try
the
again.
dagger.
But you can't use sneak attack in your offhand,
You
right?
can.
You can?
Okay.
You just don't get the.
You just
Sneak attack is cool because you can use it once per turn.
Yeah.
So like you can use it on your turn and then on an OA.
nice.
It's not even like once
No,
per.
I should have done my. Since I'm up in the air and I'm coming up behind him, I should have used my thieves tool to try to open up the back
Too
of
late.
it or something.
Just
Yeah,
roll
just
your
roll.
offhand attack. You can try that
Yay,
next turn.
that's better.
That's better.
It's way better.
Okay.
So it's only
Don't know what
D4,
to
but it's
add
in.
to that. The 7?
It's your dagger, right?
Okay, so 26.
Yeah.
26.
And then
26
1d4,
hits.
and then what
Oh,
is
yes,
it?
we did
5d6.
1d4 and
5d6. And you don't add the 3 because it's your
Oh
offhand.
shoot! You know what's horrible?
Hmm.
I'm such an idiot.
Hmm.
I forgot to turn off the character cards. This
Yeah.
entire fight has not been shown.
That's cool.
That's
That's
fine.
alright.
That's fine.
Theater's
There it
fine.
is.
Woohoo!
what?
Uh,
It's a little,
It's like a
numbers.
flamethrower all over again.
Oh.
Hey, I see only one there, not 3.
No, that was really bad.
13.
13 points of damage.
Still something.
Yeah.
hmm
Better than 0.
Yeah, I mean the dagger pierces into the back of his neck where there's the lightning, and you feel like a little bit of shock run up it, but not enough to damage you.
Only 110 volts.
Thaddeus, it's your turn.
She didn't revive it, did she?
Not yet, no. Sorry, I didn't have any actions left.
Okay. Well, second success.
That's good. Gelatinous Hunter.
Uh,
You are
so,
30 feet up on the shoulder of
30
this
feet.
warforged.
so I'm gonna
You're
use
welcome.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to do second wind
Okay, that's
and
what
use one of my hit dice for that. Rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
What'd you do?
That
He
is
had to roll another death saving throw.
He- anyone?
12.
He
So I'm gonna heal
succeeded.
12.
He's still unconscious. And he's still
Okay.
he rolled more.
Okay.
And I guess we're gonna get all stabby again.
Okay.
I might as well. Did he do his con save for the
No.
Poison?
Didn't. But you need to roll a d4.
Okay.
Con is something he's very good at.
Yeah, I'm not surprised if he's gonna pass it.
What is the DC on it?
I think it's 15.
Yeah, he gets a 17.
Okay. I'm gonna borrow your d4 because I don't want to fish through. 3 damage. Yeah, we're gonna start stabbing. So I don't get advantage anymore because he's not prone.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll try. We got a 24.
24 hits.
We got a, that's bad, 13.
It's
I
not.
think I can modify that one. Yeah. And a 21. I think I might modify that one with a precision.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna precise that one to make sure. So add 7, so 28.
hits.
Okay, I was pretty sure that would give a miss, so I didn't want to take that chance.
It seems like if I did 20 AC is very, very high.
He's a
Notably, I haven't told you, so
yeah.
I
I
don't know.
didn't want to take a chance, so
Wait a second. That never should have gone down. I just looked over at Harmony's sheet and saw she had written Death Ward there, and I just remembered I also
Oh,
had
no!
Death
I forgot everyone has Death Ward. That's right.
Yeah.
Technically.
Okay, well, you can start up next turn
Okay.
at 1.
Alright.
We'll say the Death Ward was just a bit
I wouldn't have
delayed.
used Dimension Door then.
Can I
That's
can I
okay.
just retroactively on my turn? I'm not, it's not going to affect a lot, but I'm going to use the rest of my lay on hands.
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. hmm
no.
The Death Ward was just a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
6 seconds later, come back to life, and then
Okay.
use your action to
Yeah.
heal.
Well, good thinking.
So
I
much
forgot about
going
that
on.
too.
I know. Yeah, that's why I had it written here.
Yeah.
Everyone should have written it on their
I
sheet.
should've. That's what I know. The DMO says it should have been on your sheet.
Should have been on your sheet. I
Um,
wouldn't have wasted a spell slot to get you out of there. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll do
That's fine.
19 magic damage to him total, and then a proc of the poison damage
Poison is
on his turn. I'm just saying it's
necrotic, actually,
or sorry, necrotic.
which makes a difference.
Yeah.
Um.
And
So that
then
is your turn. Anything else?
yeah, I kind of want to like hang on to like his sword arm so he can't stab me with his lightning.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So-
when it comes to his turn, I'll have you make an athletics check to try and do that.
Okay.
But you sort of drop down and hang on to the edge of his sword arm.
Yeah.
Harmony.
Okay, well, since I don't have to use my action to give him a potion, which is what I was gonna do,
Good.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on those guys that are coming down the hallway.
Okay.
I think I can get all of them.
You definitely can.
Can you get the giant too? The big one?
No, Shatter's
She
only
sounds-
like a 10.
There's one success.
So much
the
more
rest are
confident.
failures.
It's so nice to hear. Woohoo!
Shatter's not like a concentration spell or anything, I don't
Nope.
think.
Do they may have to make that same disadvantage because they're metal?
Wait.
They do.
Do. Oh well, one of them was already. 2 of them were already failed.
Yeah, but I
So
want to
that's
have
one.
that pass.
12 plus.
No wild magic.
14 doesn't do it, so all 3 fail.
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, for real
Perfect.
flooring.
So then I can do
No,
3d8
thank you. I appreciate that.
thunder damage.
Not ones, not ones.
Better than ones.
1-1. 11.
11 points of damage.
11 points of thunder damage. Yeah!
They all 3 explode.
That felt really good after everything. And then I'm gonna start. I'm gonna look down and be like, "Oh, you're awake. Wait, why did I portal you out here? Whatever. Orin's gone. I mean, for now. But yeah, the thing's still there.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back towards the
You're
door.
like,
We'll
ah!
We'll take care of this.
Are you okay? Do you want a potion? Do you want a potion?
Fine.
I have 4.
Give me one.
Okay, I'll give him a potion. I'll like slap a potion in his hand and I'll start running back in toward the
Okay.
thing.
I've already moved you.
Yeah.
Then it is the Warforged. One more Warforged comes shuffling around this direction here. These
What a late
ones,
sleeper.
I love that Mara and Hunter are both in the air, basically, and they can't reach him.
Well, they can use their shoulder crossbows.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to make one crossbow attack against... 2 crossbow attacks against Mara, and 3 against... Well, this guy can't even reach. Or actually, yeah, he can. Crossbows at long range.
Will you hit the Voltron guy too?
Not with the crossbow.
Okay.
So I'll make 2 against Mara, 2 against Hunter.
Okay.
So against Hunter, we have 1 hit, I think, with a 24.
That hits.
Against Mara, 1 miss and 1 natural 20.
It's alright, it's alright.
It's alright, you can
You can
reduce
catch
it
one
with
of
your
these.
sneering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Roll that d10.
The crit is only 6 damage, so you have a good
Got
chance of
this.
negating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
10.
teach it.
Yeah,
Mm.
10 plus your dex, which is
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, so you totally catch
No,
that
it's,
one out of the
13.
air.
It's 13.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Better
I
is
think
yours
so.
You just caught that arrow. You can keep it.
Hunter, you take it was only 6 points of piercing damage,
He
half
did
down
not
to 3.
realize how much
Half
that was
again?
going to help me when he gave me those gloves.
Yeah, with the
Seriously?
vulnerability.
So
Yeah.
1.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're gonna be better than that.
Oh, I'm back to 12 AC now.
And then one of them has to make a long range shot at Hunter.
Oh no.
And he rolls a natural 1, so thuds into the wall of the room. That's the Warforged. Then it's Voltrus's turn. Voltrus is going to make 1 lightning sword attack against Mara and 1 against Hunter, but I need you to make an athletics check to try and hold on to his
Okay.
arm.
I will try.
So we'll see if he can even get you.
Oh. Okay. Athletics is 15.
15. I'll say that that's just good enough to hold on, and he can't actually target you, so he only gets 1 attack off
Okay.
Mara. So he gets a good bonus. Still a 20 to hit. It's not a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
So there's 18 plus 9, so 27 points of lightning damage as his sword catches you in midair.
That's the death thing with rock then.
So that brings.
Unless you don't have resistance to lightning, do you?
If there was water, I could hide under water, but that's
that
about
probably
it.
wouldn't help you.
No.
So the good news is with Death Ward, instead of dropping you to 0 HP, you feel that protective magic that Yin cast on you before the battle flare up, and it's just enough to hold on to your life force, and you're at 1 hit point.
Yep.
But then the protection fades.
Oh jeez.
Orin is banished. Mara,
Oh.
it's your turn.
Go.
Okay, so I'm Lizzie.
So as a rogue, on your bonus action, you can dash, disengage, or dodge. So disengage would let you leave this guy's
And
threat
head
range
towards me and get a potion from me.
without taking any attacks of opportunity.
Okay, I'm gonna go
You
ask Harmony for
you
help.
could also attack first though.
So you
But-
could attack, disengage, and then fly towards me.
Actually, if you attack, then with your swashbuckler feet,
Right,
you
then
get
you don't have to
leave
use a
anyways.
bonus action.
Yeah.
You can disengage.
And then
for
you
free.
can move farther away.
Yeah,
You
you
could.
could attack, move,
What
and then
does
move again.
Panache do?
That's panache is the charisma thing, like
Oh,
making
okay.
friends with
All
people.
right. Okay. All right.
But I don't think you want to challenge him to single combat.
No,
at this
we're
point.
No.
we're doing the chances footwork.
I'm
Yeah,
already doing
okay.
that.
So let me try to fling another Warforged out of the building again.
Well, that's
before
a
I
different
go.
maneuver, Mom. You
Yeah,
have to
I
attack
think-
who you have right in front of you,
Oh,
and then you can disengage for free, and then you can fly away, and then you can use your bonus action to move
To
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can attack him and then leave the room.
If you wanted to go for those Warforged and fling one around, you'd probably have to leave Voltrus's threat range, which would be
Anyway,
very
which is what you're
dangerous
trying
for
to
you.
avoid.
So,
Okay.
I just
Help
stick him.
Mara.
Okay.
Get
So
this guy.
that is
15. That's
Okay.
not great.
no.
15 total
Yeah.
does not quite do it, but you have the
Okay.
offhand.
That's right. You can attack with your. That's better.
Oh, there you go.
And so
17.
1d4 and 5d.
24.
20 total.
24.
24 does it.
Okay. So
1d4 and 5d6.
that's it.
Wait, that's 66, I think I just... No, that's fine. You're good. It's fine, right here. Get it.
Come on, lots of
I
sixes.
love the visual of this scene.
Oh,
Yeah!
that's better!
That's so high.
28.
Oh my gosh.
28.
Nice.
Yeah.
With her offhand.
Holy cow. Jeez. Okay.
Right in the Warforged jugular.
He is.
Right in the mandibles.
He's having serious trouble staying together in his
Nice.
form. You can see the lightning is getting more chaotic, and it's sort of it's like lancing out to the sides a bit.
Go, get out of there.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
you can use your
Disengage.
fancy footwork.
Fly down.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Fly
out
towards
and
me.
fly towards you.
How far do you want to go? Which way do you want to go?
Toward me.
Toward Harmony, yeah.
40, 45, 50. If you
Oh,
use your dash.
sister.
Yep.
And you could land next to her if you like.
Can I hand her a potion
Mhm.
as part of her turn?
And yeah,
Or do
you
I
can
have
have
to
it out as you see her coming. She can grab it from your
Alright,
hand.
so I'm gonna take another one
Thank
out of
you.
my inventory.
Nice.
So you have to drink that on your
These
next
are-
turn.
Potions are bonus, or are they?
Bonus to drink yourself. Action to feed someone.
So
who
you
is
still have
down.
your bonus, right?
No,
you just
she doesn't.
swashbuckler treated your way out.
Her bonus action was the dash,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
she
dash.
had-
She had
yeah,
a
yeah,
dash
yeah,
to
yeah.
get to
Okay,
me.
got it. Got it. Yep.
Thaddeus.
Just have to wait to drink it until next time.
Yeah.
That
You
is
can drink it on your
strides
next turn.
forward,
Like nothing ever happened.
like Pat Smar on the shoulder, tag in, huh? As he's drinking a potion with the bonus action.
You wouldn't automatically lose concentration because you didn't go unconscious, but you do need to make a concentration check for haste.
That's true. I took a lot of damage. How much damage did I take?
Quite a bit. I don't remember exactly.
like
It was in the
30.
30s, so we'll say the DC's 15.
36, I think it was.
I'll just
So,
say the DC's 15.
Constitution. No, it's gone.
Darn.
That's why I lost that turn.
because you
There you go.
Yeah.
So you would've lost
Everything
it
works
anyway.
out.
And
in
I
the
thought
ways
you
of
were
man.
unconscious because you were suddenly so tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
and
That is
then
just lethargically.
And
When
then bonus
haste
action,
wears
I
off,
drink that
does
potion,
something
and I double
You
move.
lose a
to the
turn
entrance.
because you're so exhausted from working so
Oh,
hard.
I see.
Oh.
It lasts for a minute.
can get
or
right up
until
next
lose
to him if you want.
And what a sight you see.
What's that potion? Is that 2d4?
I think 2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2
2.
for a regular one.
Hey,
Nice. 10.
Ooh, nice.
Hunter, can you finish it?
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Can Thaddeus not? Get him?
No, he doesn't have
I
the
use
action.
a move
All right.
dash bonus.
Here we go. We're going for it. Just I'm
Come
going
on,
for his
Hunter!
arm. Get him. Oh wait.
Break it
Did
off!
he take his necrotic damage and do that?
No, he didn't.
Did
So
you
roll a
see if he
d4
rips
for
it
that.
off and puts it on himself?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. 3.
Okay.
Is that enough to kill him? Oh wait, what am I doing? This
Well, yeah,
is-
not at advantage. Just
Yeah.
roll again.
I'll just roll again. Just pretend. Let me see here. So that's a 24.
It's
That's a 25.
it's
That's a nat 20.
it's okay. Roll up all the damage. You've killed him, but roll up all the damage for fun, and then tell me how this looks as you kill him.
All right. So I got
In what manner would you like to do this?
yes. 4. 42
42.
magic. So Hunter's gonna climb back up
Oh,
on his
shit.
shoulder and just like grab him by the back of his head and just plunge the sword into his throat.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, and
good.
there's electricity coming out the other side.
Like
Um,
just 3 plunges.
And then I sort of imagine Hunter kicks off his back,
Yeah.
which topples him this direction onto the warforged.
Yes, he definitely does that.
Yeah. Make a dexterity
And I
saving
want
throw.
I'm like, Thaddeus.
And all the ball bearings are making them go off.
Let's see if I do a spectacular failure.
That'd be funny if Thaddeus ran into
I
the room
got
and immediately
a-
flipped in the ball
You wanted
bearing.
a dexterity saving throw?
Uh-huh.
Or acrobatics, or what did you want?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dexterity saving throw is 16.
16, okay,
Oh,
so half
plus
this
19.
damage.
Oh,
You're
19.
near Thaddeus now.
19.
So you take a total of 12 bludgeoning damage, half
Okay.
down to 6.
I'm down to 6.
As
Okay.
you just land hard next to Thaddeus. There's like a small impact crater from his landing from 30 feet up.
So like, oh, falling damage out. You and me both, Thaddeus.
But all 4 of those Warforged that were just shooting crossbow pot shots at you are just crushed under Vultrus's body.
Excellent work, Hunter.
Thank you. Now for Orin.
Now for Orin.
So I'm going to use, do I have movement?
Yes, you would.
So I'm going to charge at the dais at this point.
Okay, I'll just actually.
I can
Is
Move
there
him
that
here.
one Warforged left?
You're going to have to
Walk
climb
around.
over him or walk around.
I'll walk around. 4, 5, 6. And I have a bonus, so I'll take my bow and set it
Okay.
and point it at the throne.
Then it is Harmony's turn.
Oh Jesus.
Actually, I'm gonna go right here instead of people halfway.
Well, I will run into the room, like all ready to like do business and see that the giant has fallen. And oh hey Thaddeus, hey, I thought we were gonna die, but this is actually pretty good.
you have little face.
Our cartoon action.
Where's Mandus?
Oh, he's still outside, pointing that way.
Somewhere.
Mara, you can still fly, right? Can you fly out there and see if he's okay?
Okay.
I call back to Mara. I have an idea,
I'm all ears.
but I don't know if it's gonna do
There
any
she
good.
is.
Yeah, I kind of am right now.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of me? Look,
Oh,
I've had a really hard day.
Radar
Harmony got-
misses.
What?
What are you doing? On your
So
turn?
okay, so well,
There's still one Warforged, which is all why I asked.
How many turns
Oh,
until you?
there's
pop
still a
back
Because
into-
he
Warforged?
could wreck you guys.
We should run.
I'm not gonna waste anything on him. I'll let Hunter.
How
take
many
him.
turns until what's
Not
his
even
face?
gonna,
He's
Fire
he's
Bolton?
got 2. We have 2 turns. This will be the 3rd round where he's gone, and he can be gone for 10 rounds.
Yeah, so we've
Wow.
got
That's
8 more.
8 more rounds.
Oh wow.
Spell.
Okay.
A minute. He's gone for a minute. So my idea was, I can fabricate a kind of cage where he will return. So he'll be in a cage. But I don't know if that's gonna hold him, because he might be able to just teleport out of it. The
I mean,
same
he's
way that I
he's a
did.
powerful mage. I have a question.
Even-
Is
Even if he
Orochi
did that you'd be forcing him to waste more of his magic.
still
And
there?
he
Orochi
spent
is
most
gone
of
as
his
well.
It's
Okay.
been quite a lot.
most of his strong spells. So do you think that's something I should try?
Mm,
Because I can like use the materials around, or I can create a cage.
Is there some way to
Fabricate
dispel
costs or takes 10 minutes to cast.
But I can create, right? Does create
Creation
also
takes
take
a minute.
a minute? Oh, okay. Then I can't do that. Never mind.
What else do you have in the amulet? What are our resources, quickly? And wait, are we still in initiative order?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
technically still a Warforged.
'Cause
so
there's
I'm
still
waiting
a
for Harmony
Warforged
to
there.
do something.
Well, before we do that, then I'll just go ahead and fucking shatter the guy.
Okay.
I mean, I can.
I mean, let me roll at least to check. No, he fails to save.
You want me
I'll
to
just
go
roll
boom?
just to see how.
Alright.
Just to make sure I don't roll 3 1s.
Hey, whoa. Flamethrowers are dangerous, okay?
13.
You gotta take the safety off before you use them. That's what Hunter figured
13.
out.
13 will do it. He explodes. Let me add him to your tally.
We still have the fake king and queen up there too,
Yes.
who have just been doing nothing the whole time.
They were actually probably within the 10-foot
So-
blast.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say someone needs to grab the brains.
Yes.
So I will say, the fake king and queen, as that shatter blast goes off and the deafening noise rings out throughout the hall, you can see they don't even turn towards it. They just sort of have these like blank expressions forward. But as the wave of force energy hits them, they sort of crumple inward, and you can see their body, all of the details sort of disfigure and change, and they turn into snow, and then fall in a
Weird.
puddle on the ground.
Weird.
Thaddeus is gonna go grab those brains. Someone reminded him about them.
Okay.
Um,
I have.
There's also Core's. We can check Core's body. We have time to
Yeah,
do that too.
Let's see if
Do
we
you
can
want to still
find
have
that amulet.
the circlet, or is it okay if I took it from you?
It's fine for now.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, so where are you guys positioning yourselves in the room?
Where was Core's body? Because I'm searching that.
Core's
right
body
here.
is around here. Yes.
And Braxis's body's
should
over
I do?
there if
What
he
should
would
I
have
do?
anything.
I don't care about Brax's
Yeah.
body. I care about Core's body because we know he has his amulet and
Yes.
he might regenerate.
I'm gonna be flying outside to look for
I'm gonna-
Mandus.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Perception check.
I want to check.
Her.
Not you,
Oh no.
Mara.
Because
You'll
she's
find the
going
things
outside.
that.
I want
Core
to check
had.
Voltras's body as well, see if he has anything.
And I'm like, you guys, wait
19.
a minute. What are we gonna do?
19. You see, there's when you fly outside the window, you see that the chamber, as you thought, actually not the chamber, but the entire castle is descending downward. It's on the 3rd level of the city now, but in the sort of like courtyard area that is beneath this section of the castle, after you fly out, you can see there's like an impact crater, but there's no sign of any body or anything like that.
Impact crater where. we
Yeah,
would
where you
assume-
saw
In the
Amanda fly.
courtyard. But we've fallen down a couple levels, so he might be up where we started. Somewhere, hopefully.
Thaddeus, when you're searching Quar's area, you find his black robes of with like the white hand symbol, and then an eye in the middle. And then you also find a variety of other things. Let's see. You find, like I mentioned, most of his body was metallic, so that body remains there. But attached to his left hand, there are two non-robotic parts, which are a mummified middle finger and a mummified thumb.
Okay.
And then also in a pouch on his person, you find a potion that looks like it might be a potion of some kind of healing.
Do I find anything that looks like an amulet?
No.
Okay. In that case, Thaddeus is going to spend some of the rest of the time just whacking at the jar of brains,
Okay.
trying to destroy this one.
You have a magic sword, so it doesn't take too long to hack it open, and the water spills out, and these brains that are sort of glowing softly, the glow around them dissipates, and then there's just 6 brains laying out on the floor, and you want to destroy them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not even hard. There's just-
Alright, what do we have?
Question mark.
What are our resources left?
Well, does anyone have a rope? Like, maybe you could just tie him up when he comes back.
Of course I have a rope. Are you kidding? I'm a swashbuckler.
Harmony,
What?
if I was going to ask, if I was going to command you in one word to drop your spell, what word would do it?
Drop your spell. Have you tried putting on the crown yet to see if it has anything?
Not yet.
You know, we're saving that for later.
It'd probably
One
be.
Does
word.
it still have the snakes coming out of him?
Yeah.
Thaddeus? Or who?
Orin.
Orin.
He still had, like,
He is not even
Orochi,
here.
but he's
I
not
know,
here.
but I mean,
When he vanished, he had that spectral snake around him,
okay.
and the snake seemed to vanish with him.
Yeah.
So,
What's the opposite of concentrate? For one word to drop a spell.
Concentrate is release, but then you might not know what that refers to.
Yeah, that's a little bit too vague.
What are you trying to do?
If he's gonna use one word to command him to drop a spell.
One
But
word
he
to
needs
command
one
who
word.
to drop a spell.
What?
You're gonna make who drop what spell?
Orin. His shield spell,
Yeah,
right?
that's
okay.
it's not much of a plan, but it's all.
I mean, can you just tell him to sleep?
I don't think so. It has to be something you can actively do. Start to actively sleep.
Yeah.
Calm.
Unshield.
Relax. I don't think that would help either.
You're approaching the end of your minute.
So
there
I'm
as
gonna
well.
be like, well, I'm gonna open fire when he gets back, and I'm gonna.
So you're holding an attack the second you see him?
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything because we can't hurt him.
Unless it
But we could
has
tie
a
him up.
duration.
We could tie him up and wait for it to end.
I think that might be our best bet.
I mean, sometimes magic isn't the way to go. Sometimes you have to actually use
It's true.
the tools around you, right? I mean, that's what the city's all about, right?
Hello. Look, you're talking to the preaching to the choir.
So get your rope out and be ready to tie him up as soon as he comes back.
Thaddeus
Okay.
casts Cure Wounds on himself.
He'll be
Give me your rope.
expecting to come back after a minute. So if I end it early, it'll catch
I've
him off
also
guard.
got silk rope. I've got 2 kinds of rope.
Any rope is fine.
So everyone tell me what you're holding for when he comes back.
Thaddeus has some rope. And he's like right next to where Orin was.
Okay. You are up here. You remember Orin was sitting in the chair?
Just tie him to the chair or something.
What if I toss a spell on him and I set him on fire?
Maybe obey?
It's a different spell. I didn't suggestion for me.
You can't command him to obey?
It would last until the end of that turn. He would take whatever I said next.
But I could
The
use
spell will be
suggestion to ask him to drop his spell too.
Alright, I'll try it. I'll try it okay. And then you try suggestion.
Okay,
That's the best we got.
that's the best we got. It may not work.
Mara, you be ready with the rope.
Okay. Will do.
Last
Alright, and I'm gonna end it early because I don't want him to expect it.
Alright, well, I'm going to put it on your turn still.
Right.
so
but
you-
like before the end of the minute, I'm gonna
Right.
end it. Is my point.
Just at the edge of the minute, though. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting very close to me just saying, Andy's back.
Yeah.
So, your turn, you drop it, And then what's your reaction that you're holding until Thaddeus says obey?
I'm gonna try to cast suggestion on him if it doesn't work.
But when Thaddeus says obey, right? Okay, then who wants to take the next held action, or the first held action?
I'll go because
I'll go last. See if these spells take before I
Yeah.
see if the barrier's down.
when he's back within invisibility, Thaddeus says, "In his honor and his name, obey."
Okay.
He's got to make a wisdom save. Thaddeus is saved. He's not highest.
Still,
But he can
I'm
roll a
really
2,
good with
you
knots,
know?
guys.
and
Come on.
I've got. I can't bend luck anymore. I don't know what else. So
I'm a naughty girl.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he has magic resistance.
Yeah.
So he rolls. It's a wisdom save.
Mhm.
20 total.
Okay. All right.
So Thaddeus' spell doesn't seem to take, and there's this look of just fury on his face as he takes in the room and sees that his Warforged Titan is down.
all the other Warforged
And I'm like,
are
All the other
Hey.
Warforged are gone,
Then
and
my
he's
held
the only one
action
in the
goes
room.
out,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I'll cast suggestion on him, and I'll say, I suggest you drop your spell now.
Okay. It's another wisdom save. Wow. Dice all over the place.
Well,
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Fuck you, man.
So he snarls and says, "Not today, girl."
That's not today back and forth.
Not
Mara
today.
and
So you tried to tie him, right?
So then Mara's held action was to tie him up.
get
Okay.
that lasso out.
go ahead and make. Yeah, I guess do the same thing. The lasso attack. So
You
just,
should have drank your potion.
Of
I thought I did.
Healing.
oh,
I handed it to you. Did you ever drink it while we were waiting?
I flew out. You told me to
Mara,
fly
would,
out.
Mara would have drank it.
Yeah.
So,
So
go ahead and
have her roll.
Yep.
She still only has 1 hit point on her.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
1.
3, so 5 hit points. So
Yeah.
you have 6.
Better than
This
one.
is why Thaddeus is up here.
Yeah.
Now go ahead
Except
and roll
Mara's fine.
your ranged attack for that lasso.
You're gonna lasso him. That's
21.
pretty good.
Wait, where do you get the other?
Well, is it just you wanted to use her?
Whenever you
Oh,
roll
attack
to
bonus
attack,
is
it's gonna
right
be
there. Okay.
21.
21. Okay, yeah, that hits him.
So
Um,
now I can't use somatic components.
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's a lasso, so it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't completely restrict him. It'd be
Right.
like a grapple,
Okay, yeah.
and you can still cast spells when you're grappled.
Okay, yeah. But can't you not use range or I'm not sure what that does with somatic components.
Grapple
Um,
doesn't really do anything. It would be restrained if
Okay.
you're trying to do.
And then Hunter, you can take a shot.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want.
gonna take a shot. Use my scope.
Okay. So who's lasso?
I got a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and I will do that. I'm gonna do my boulder stock, which is sleep.
Sleep. Okay,
So
so
wisdom
easy
save?
make, Wisdom save.
It's DC 15.
He just hits 15, believe it or not.
Bend luck. Oh, I can't bend luck.
No!
Damn it, I can't bend luck.
Put him to
I
sleep.
used all of my sorcerer points.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna do damage. Oh, great, 1. That's
And the important thing here is finding out if we can.
9 magic damage.
9 magic damage. Okay. Where is Orin? anyways?
Do you take it?
Your arrow cuts through his robe, and
Oh, it's on.
you see a
Oh!
splash of blood, and then there's fear in his eyes as he sees you realize all of that, and then it's his turn,
Mhm.
and he will cast a spell.
Counter spell.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for it.
That's
Have you got-
okay.
Have you got Tides of Chaos already?
I don't have counter
I do have
spell.
Tides of Chaos ready, and I'm gonna cast it at a 4th level. Does that make any difference?
It would make a difference, but like if the spell were 4th or lower, it would make a difference because then it would end.
But it's not
instantly,
gonna make
but
a
it's-
difference if it's higher than 4th.
Right, it is higher than 4th.
And I don't have any higher spell slots than that, so I'll just cast it at 3rd then. 3rd level counter spell.
Get him!
So you need to make a check.
Make
I
that
need to
check.
make a check. All right, I'll roll once,
Charisma
and
check.
then what do I need to add to it?
It's your charisma.
I mean, what do I need to beat?
Well, I haven't told you the level
Yeah.
of the spell, but it is the spell's level plus 10.
Oh, that'll do.
24.
That does it. His spell fizzles,
I didn't even have
and
to
there's
use
the
Tides of Chaos.
fury in his eyes intensifies, and he's like, "You will die for that one."
When are you gonna learn to listen to us?
Can't tell a
That's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mara.
Okay.
You got a sneak attack ally right here. That's why I'm here.
You can sneak attack. Let's go. It's on.
What are you using?
15.
Wait.
Oh, the rapier.
Oh, so you need to get closer?
Damn it, I can't use that.
So you're gonna move up a little bit?
Okay, it's not this girl's.
You get up right up on the steps, stab on into him. What is the to hit?
15.
Doesn't quite do it. As you stab towards him, the spectral serpent comes up and catches
You have your offhand.
rapier.
Yeah, you're up, yeah.
Yeah, roll
Yep.
one more thing.
Use your dagger.
That seems to be
Okay,
the.
Or did she go up
that
to
worked
melee?
last time.
Yeah, it
oh,
keeps
yeah.
working.
26.
You do
26
violence.
does it. Mhm.
Violence. This one too. Nice. That dagger, man. That's
Yeah.
doing work.
I know I'm
Get rid of the
offhand.
rapier.
That's not
bad.
bad.
Not bad.
Pretty average.
Okay.
Okay,
That other
What
one
is
though
that,
was
a
just like
one?
monstrous. Oh my gosh.
so 5, 6, 7, 16.
Yeah. It's good.
Alrighty. Yeah, that pierces into him, and he just like he snarls and lets out a howl of pain. Anything else from Mara?
I better move back.
Yep, you can do that. Zach, can you go ahead and move her?
Sure.
Where do you want to go?
You moved 15, so you have
But
another
here's
however
some
much.
information that might-
Okay, let me go by Harmony.
At the end
What are you
of
here? Here? Right next to
Yeah.
it? Okay.
your turn,
Cutting the
Um,
thread office. I'm so worried that this is the
he will say, well, he's going to cast a cantrip. And I think he's going to cast it on... Oh, he has so many good targets. I don't know who's most angry at. I think I'm going to roll... So it's Mark.
Of course.
Um,
I only have a 6 though.
Yeah, it's cancer, but either way.
Yeah.
roll plus 12 to this. So that is 21 to
Yeah,
hit.
it's gonna hit her.
Probably should have aimed at Harmony so that his spells would stop fizzling. But that's okay.
Too late.
4. Wow, only 8 points
Well,
of
that's
cold
enough.
damage as a ray of frost catches Mara in the
Oh
chest.
no.
And Death Ward has triggered, so Mara goes unconscious.
Yep. So you
Oh,
go
right
down
next
to
to
0
Harmony.
hit points. Oh no!
Not 1.
How far away
Not
is
one,
Mara
is your
from me?
death
Oh,
ward
I've used
already-
all my
I thought we already
So
went
it's bad.
though.
He did. That was a legendary action.
Oh.
Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Wah, wah, wah.
I've got one here. I can't let him go.
It's fine.
Has it 23?
Does it?
I'm gonna smite this.
Get him, Thaddeus!
I
Smite
think
it!
you would be foolish to not smite this.
Smite it!
Meanwhile,
This is not the crazy crit smite, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
the platform is still, or the castle itself is still descending deeper and deeper.
Oh, okay. Come on, Thaddeus. Do the deeps.
Do I need to separate cold and radiant?
No. Or actually, yes,
Yes.
because of Orochi. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha. That's 14 cold.
Okay.
And rolls.
You may want more.
16 radiant.
I mean, I can't really say it too many more times. He's just scowling
Yeah.
with pain and
Do you
anger.
have more attacks?
Nope, just the one. Well,
He's not hasted anymore.
I'm not hasted, but I could use an offhand attack with the javelin.
Unless, are you using your sword one-handed because of your
Yeah.
shield?
Oh yeah, you're right. Good point. But yeah, that's all I got.
Then before
And I think-
Hunter's turn,
And I think I'm actually gonna drop back a little bit so that people are in my aura.
okay, so something like
What if
here.
we jump
Yeah.
up and then land on top of it?
I love how you think out of the
Fling him
box.
out of the castle.
Yep.
Does a 20 hit you right now?
Right now it will, but then wait. Yeah, I'm gonna use a shield.
Okay. The snake lances out at you again and tries to make a bite. So that was the opportunity attack, and then as a legendary action, it will try and attack again.
Okay.
The snake.
Well, it's still 25.
Okay, well it's another 20, so it's another miss as the snake just can't get through your Asanahin's shield of protection. There's just flashes of light. Harmony.
I thought I was after Hunter.
Oh, you're right. Hunter. I skipped Hunter.
I already did enough this fight.
Yeah, you've done enough. You're
You
done.
took down a
I'm
giant.
so happy I used that potion of invulnerability, though.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
really helpful.
If ever there was a time for it, this was it.
I had it since the very beginning, like the flashball.
I remember giving it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make some shots against this guy. So that is a 23.
Hits.
Okay, the first one. That's a crit.
How many crits has he rolled tonight?
He's rolling at
It's been
advantage
like-
with his scope. That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been like
That is
at least
a.
3.
Oh, so that was a 26 then. Okay.
Okay.
So that's a crit, 2 regular hits. I have a couple maneuvers left, so I'm going to use one of them to trip. Does he have a staff too?
He does have a
I'm gonna
disadvantage
do
staff.
disarm, regular crit damage, and then a trip attack.
What save does he make to keep his staff?
Strength for both of them. The DC is 18.
Fail. So
Okay.
the first one, which one
So
was
I
the first
knock the staff out of his hands.
one? Second one, fail.
Okay, and then I do the crit damage, and then I trip him, so I don't have disadvantage on the last one. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my last bow stock ticks. So one of them is going to do disintegrate, which is a con saving throw.
Okay.
48 force damage.
Come on, he's decent at because of Orochi.
DC 15
He's a 14.
or DC 15. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. He rolled a 14.
Okay,
What is his next saving throw?
it's petrified. It's Dex.
So then he succeeds the second one.
Okay, so he's not petrified, but he did get disintegrated.
Well, you'll roll extra damage for it.
Okay, I'm just making sure I can roll the damage. That's the first time. So we got disintegrate damage. We got this. We got my maneuvers. I'm gonna borrow.
Those weren't spell attacks. You think?
No, but it's against magic. It says
D12.
on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Okay, so there's that.
That's the way magical is.
Oh, here we go. So,
Whoa.
give me 1 minute.
Yep, take your time.
Hunter, do it.
We're doing it, man.
Oh man.
30,
Get your revenge against the crazy Warforged man.
40.
Right.
This is all magic, by the way.
Yep, I'm aware.
41 plus. 77 plus 30 is 107.
107?
Yep.
107 damage?
Yeah.
Whoa. Holy
This
shit.
is not messing around, man.
Especially,
Actually, there's
yes.
one more d12 too. That's an 11, so it's 128.
so it's another 11 damage.
Yeah.
118.
118. Thank you. Thank you. 118.
We wouldn't want to get carried away.
Yeah.
What's another 10 damage, friends?
Yeah, all three of those attacks. The first one catches him in the arm. He
Pins
drops
his
his
arm against
staff.
the other.
The second one catches him in the leg, and he falls to the ground on his knee. And then the third one, we'll say, is the crit, which just catches him right in the shoulder, and you can see that one sticks in. And he just lets out a howl of pain.
He's
Still
not
alive.
dead?
Nope. Orochi bolsters his
Oh my
physicality.
gosh, that was everything I had. Oh,
It was a very good turn. Harmony.
Can I position a fireball so it only hits him?
You want to see what a fireball looks like?
Yeah.
You're gonna probably catch Thaddeus.
Could
no
I
matter
like
how you-
position it up in the air a little bit so it only
Yes,
hits
that
him?
you could do. Well, it's still gonna, because it's a sphere, so it's not like it becomes vertical like that. So you're still gonna catch Thaddeus.
I can't like position it on the other side of the wall either. That's dumb. All right. Well, in that case, I will. I mean, I'd like to take him out with a bang, but
Well,
it doesn't seem like I
technically,
can.
if it's a sphere, if you explode it here, it's just the radius of the sphere down, and then it would.
That's what I was
circle
thinking.
Oh, that's
right?
true.
That's what I
true.
was thinking.
Yeah, you can manage that.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay, then.
I don't know if you can control the explosion in the air, though. That's what I was.
Then
thinking.
I'm gonna do it at a 4th level.
Okay, he fails.
Good,
Did I take any more of
because
your
then I
dice?
do more.
I don't think
And
I did. I
I'll
gave you back
use
this
my-
one.
Well,
Doesn't
let's see.
matter. See you next week.
Not
let's
next week.
see.
No, it'll be like.
Um,
Fourth level.
However, the void head does seem to, like when he's been hit with like cold and other elemental attacks, the void head of the snake seems to absorb some of the fire
Which is why
damage.
I'm doing more.
So
Alright.
he's resistant to it, but he fails his save. So
Can I do... I need
How many more do you need?
4 more.
I've got 2 more.
And again, 2.
Oh, what do you need?
2d6?
Just
this
two.
is very critical.
I think everyone should get her one.
I like that idea. Do you want one of mine?
No.
No? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. For the team!
Ta-da!
Okay. And I can probably use my last sorcerer points to reroll damage on this too, if it's pretty bad.
Is there any way I could have done more
Yeah, I'm
damage?
gonna reroll
Oh
damage.
wait, no, that's actually really
Well,
good.
look at these.
I'm
I can
seeing, like,
reroll.
several 5. It's pretty average damage.
Is it?
Can you reroll
You
all
got
of it,
6.
or just
I
some
can
of it?
reroll up to my modifier, so
You got
5.
more 6s and 5s than you have 1s.
That's true. Alright, let's do this. 10, 20, 33 fire damage,
So he's going to half
which is
that
halved.
to 16.
Yes.
He's still alive.
Yeah, I figured.
No.
It's cool.
Did you use your sorcery point to reroll damage?
I did not,
You didn't? Okay.
because it was pretty high.
Then anything else on Harmony's turn? As he's just still sitting there battered and completely burned now at this point. He's got cold marks from Thaddeus' sword,
Yeah.
piercing marks from Hunter's arrow, which is now burned away in the fireball.
I literally can't do anything else, but I'll laugh.
But you have to roll out.
Okay.
Roll out.
Oh, I didn't roll wild magic.
In
Well,
which case,
Yeah, I have to
Then
see
it
if
is-
I trigger.
his turn.
Yeah.
And he picks up his staff, stands to his feet, and says, "You will live to regret this if I have anything to say about it." And he will go to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
You are going to have to roll for it.
Even if I cast it at 4th level?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll cast it at 3rd level.
You have Tides of Chaos?
I do. I can use it. If I have to, I can use it. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Get this out of the way.
Didn't you use it to counterspell the last one? Did that
No, I
already
didn't.
trigger?
I didn't have to.
No, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
What'd you get?
23.
That does it.
Oh!
And I'll say, you'd have to live first.
Oh, nice.
Then, Mara's turn.
Okay, I am going
Finish
to
him!
get
That's
out
right.
my short
wait,
bow.
you're
She's
down.
You
Oh,
may
that's
have-
right.
That's right.
Oh,
You're
that's
down.
right.
So what
I
happens when you're at 0
forgot.
hit points is I need you to make a death saving
Saving
throw.
throw.
You are next to Thaddeus, so you get a bonus to it.
Yeah, you get a +3 to this roll.
Okay,
you
so
get
is it
10 or
Just a
better, right?
d20,
Mm-hmm.
and you add 3 to it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
good. Fine.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
that's
so
one
alive
mark
right now.
success. Yeah.
Can he take legendary actions at the end of the death saving throw's turn? It's still a turn. I'm gonna say yes. He is.
Takes too many charges. I already
Stood
used
up.
it, and then I used
He's
damage.
going to come next to Thaddeus,
Sure,
Yeah, that was nice.
and he's going to shocking grasp you.
sure.
You have to actually
Natural
go
20.
back to life first.
Okay, well that'll do that.
And none of us have healed this year yet because we're
So that's going to be 4d8.
I have a potion I can
Well,
feed
8
you
you
with.
actually.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot.
I did too.
Oh, jeez.
I thought if I fireball him, it would take him out, but
It's close. I'll tell you later.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh.
39
I don't
points
even wanna
of
know.
lightning damage.
39?
Yeah. Because you're in metal armor, you had advantage. You got
Oh
a
my
natural
God.
20. Reaches out, the electricity goes
Oh,
across your
jeez.
armor. That
You
is
okay?
still up.
I'm still up.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
He says, "If I can't get out of here alive, then I'll at least ensure my minions kill you on the way out." Then it is Thaddeus' turn, I believe.
Okay.
Finish him.
You
For
can
total.
do it,
Yeah.
Daddy.
That is strikes. Well, I think Sonnen will have something to say about that. Is a 18 do it?
Just does it.
Oh, thank
And
God.
no matter what you roll,
Is he really?
he's dead.
He had 1 left.
It's a 5.
I shot my rolled.
Oh, how do you want to kill him? How do you want to kill him?
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
The big bad.
I think he just says like, "This is for Helia and Leah and all the rest," and like swipes him through the brain.
And I mean, since it's cold and radiant damage, there's just this like burst of cold and radiant energy as the head just explodes and he falls crumpling to the side. In the silence that follows,
Okay.
the room is quiet for all of maybe 30 seconds as you just sort of witness what just happened before you start to hear of something coming up from behind those stairs.
Is it several somethings? Or
It sounds like several somethings.
That is
I'm gonna
cast
cast.
a quick spell, not like a quick end spell, but like he's casting Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. I can't cast it. Never mind. Oh, I forget it takes a long time.
I'm gonna hold an action to shoot the bow if it's hostile. I'm guessing it's Dawn and party, but
I'm going
That's a guess.
to drop to my knees and give Mara a potion.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Um,
you.
So Mara, you can roll, or Harmony can roll 2d4 plus 2.
I'm gonna have to make more potions after this, you guys.
Hunter,
Okay.
as you've got your held action,
Yeah.
you see the doors behind the throne fling open,
points back.
and several more Warforged begin to swarm up into the room.
Okay. I'll take a shot then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you roll. You take a shot, and it kills one of them, but it seems as if more are going to just keep coming.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, we do.
I agree.
Did you check Orin's body and let's go, or did you
Yeah.
get time?
Yeah, you've got like a brief moment as these Warforged are pouring into the room.
That is actually just slings Orin's body over his shoulder.
Okay, yeah, that works.
And someone get
Can
a
I-
staff.
Cast. Wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
Maybe I need more intense music than this.
Maybe.
All the while, the gears are still grinding, and the castle seems to be descending deeper
Actually,
into the center of the city.
I can
1 second.
cast. How many points is this? I have an idea. Hold on.
I think we all have ideas. We're all
Free
checking on our
charges.
ideas.
No, I'm all out of ideas.
So are they?
Oh,
Are
wow.
the footsteps coming from one doorway or two?
It sounds like there might be some coming from this hallway too.
Oh, just from all
Can I
over?
peek out
Yep.
and see?
Yeah, as you sort of look out the hallway, duck your head up, you can see Warforged actually coming from
Both
this
directions?
direction.
Okay, this direction. Then I'll say this side's clear. We gotta go now, though.
All right, let's just run.
So grab the staff, grab Orin,
Grab
and then
Orin,
we just...
throw him over your shoulder, and
Yeah.
let's go.
Alright,
Run.
so this is gone, that's gone, this is gone.
Where are we running
Okay.
to? Oh,
Can
the
I-
dusty bottle.
The dusty bottle.
During... Oh, never mind, I'm not gonna do it. Let's go.
You burst out into the room and into the hallway, and as you do, you can see the Warforged that are approaching from that direction. There's
So-
crossbow bolts that clatter against this wall, and some that shoot
Can
after
I-
you as you're running.
So
But,
I'm gonna position myself with my shield out in the back of the party to
Okay.
try and, like,
yeah,
deflect
several
as
of
much as I
them
can.
catch the shield, but none
Who's
of
got
them
Orin?
I've got it.
That
He's
is-
got it.
Okay.
none of them manage to catch the party as you guys are just running and crossbow bolts are flying after you. The Warforged eventually, since they're trying to attack you and you're just full on dashing, can't keep up and you lose sight of them, duck down a couple hallways. Where in the castle are you? Should have just out the
We're
front door.
leaving.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
going
so
to the
it's
dusty bottle,
possible that the castle's in between floors, right?
right? We don't. Yeah, is it still moving now?
Mhm.
Well, let's just go to an exit and wait for us to get to a
So
floor,
we
and we'll
wanna-
jump out.
We want to get a defensible position somewhere at an exit.
Yeah.
I think, is what
Right.
we wanna
There
do.
was the courtyard that you came in that had a portcullis and things like that.
Okay.
I mean,
we
let's
can
just go
check that.
the nearest exit. Let's just
Okay.
go.
So, I mean, the entrance and exit that
I'm
you would
sure
know
we'll
is
take
that
that
main
one.
entrance.
I would do
that
the main one
taxis
because that
came
has
in.
access to the actual floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get close to that sort of first foyer that you came in, there is a you haven't seen any figures other than the Warforged that are sort of chasing you up to this point, and there's a figure who seems very lost in the foyer,
Is it? Go ahead.
and it's the old man who was managing Helia's library.
What's he
Rex?
doing here?
Wait,
And-
Rex?
and-
The-
No,
no.
the one that he
the
hired.
one that Thaddeus hired.
Oh
And
no.
as he sees you, he says, "Ah,
Run! Run!
Master Hammerlock,
Run!
I've been looking for you." And he sort of
Starts
tries
running.
to come
He's,
along
like,
with
trotting
you, but
with
he's
us.
very slow.
No! Other way!
He says, "I'll run in a moment, but I've been looking for you. You see, there's a huge commotion outside. I can't go that direction."
Hunter, get him.
So I'm gonna pick this guy
Yeah.
up. And what do you mean? Talk
As
to
we're
him
running.
over.
He says, "There's a commotion over there, but I'll get to that in a second. I've been looking for you because your friend, the one, well, he or she came to visit me in Helia's tower. I can't,
Gavin? Gavin's not my
No.
friend.
He or she.
Uh,
Sial?
the other one with the colorful hair.
Sial? What about Sial?
I can't tell anything about these young people anymore, male or female.
Right.
Well,
What did they want?
They came and helped categorize for some time, and they told me to bring you this book. And he hands you a book, and he says, they said it was of paramount importance. It's from the library, so I considered it part of my job, but
Let me take it.
when I got in the castle, there was all these iron men, and they were fighting against the soldiers, and I don't know what to do.
Are the Iron Men anywhere outside of the castle right now?
They're everywhere.
Oh no.
Find safety. That's what you should do.
Oh, okay.
We'll bring you there.
He's still in Hunter's arms.
Yeah.
So you're just carrying him with you?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
took the book from him.
The book is titled
The Book of Kill All Enemy Warforged.
The Hidden Wonders of the Coral Sea by G.K. Seabreeze.
Ooh, I wonder where we're going.
And it seems to be bookmarked at a specific page.
By who?
G.K. Seabreeze.
Nice.
And as you're running, you
Classic
get to
GK.
sort of that main entranceway into the courtyard, and you can see there are bodies of soldiers in Warforged that sort of adorn this courtyard. And you make your way towards the portcullis, which is closed at the moment. This iron portcullis just bars your way.
Yeah,
You can see
Yeah.
that you're transitioning between floors, but then as you get there, it grinds to a point where you can see the first floor of the city. This is like dark, subterranean almost area. But in the lights that you can see, and there are lights throughout the city, just various bursts of fire, you can see that there is a full-scale battle going on between Warforged and guards of the city, and you even spot one or two sneaky-looking figures who might be the Undercity Sisterhood, occasionally leaping behind a Warforged, stabbing it in the back. But you're sort of behind this portcullis, looking out onto all of
This
that.
is our stop.
Where did the circle go? Where's
I
the
have it.
circle?
I have it. I put it on.
Use it.
You put it on?
I put it on.
Okay.
If I get possessed or go crazy, don't kill me. I put it on.
Nothing happens.
Nothing's happening. I probably need a short rest. I'm just gonna wear it out of here. No, I'm gonna put it back in my bag.
The old man says, "Did you have a plan beyond this point?"
We need to get to the
We're getting
the
out.
dusty bottle, right?
We do need to get to the Dusty Bottle.
That's where we
Is the
said
city
we
even
gotta
safe
get
anymore?
Let's steal another taxi.
The taxis don't come down here.
Yeah,
Are we
we're
underground?
with the
now?
rats.
So you're going down to the first layer of the
Yeah,
city.
I think the light we have here is like your dark vision, that is
Oh, I
the
see.
sword.
Mhm.
Okay.
As
Okay.
the shadow begins to settle over you as you get down into this lower level of the city, stepping out from one of the guard towers that is next to the portcullis is a figure, and it takes a minute to recognize them out of the shadow. But it is Gavin Hammerlock.
God damn it.
And Valerie follows shortly after. And he says, "Look, Thaddeus, I know I promised we'd talk later, but as you can see, now's not really the time.
Come with me. You too.
I just want you to
He
know."
points to
He says, "No, I have something I want to say, and I'm going to say it."
Is now really the time?
Then say it walking.
Where are we going to go? There's a closed portcullis right here, and only the castle full of all these mechanical men back there.
You don't know what these are?
No, that's what I'm going to tell
You know who this is? And he slings the man over his shoulder.
He like, ugh! No, I've never seen that man before in my life. And you can roll insight checks if you
I
want.
would
Yeah,
like to.
yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
I figure you're all doubting.
100%.
Hunter has the guy in front of his face. He can't see anything. He rolled 2.
I rolled a 1.
Okay,
I apparently don't know my own
16.
brother at all.
16.
I'm finding out that I
Harmony?
know him less and less.
There was something genuine to his like surprise and fear when you saw
what
him
did he
slung
get?
over the. It could have been just because he's a
There
dead
you
body,
go.
but also
21.
Then say it.
21. Yeah, there was in his eye. You can see there's a glint of truth. He's never seen this man before.
Harmony is still true too. So.
That only lasts.
I'm just kidding.
How long did that last?
He says, "Look, I followed you to Dawn's room after the party because my brother goes off with my fiance."
Had
He
nothing
sort
to
of
do with
stutters
any of
over the
that.
words
For the next
fiance.
hour.
He says, "My brother goes off with my fiance. You better believe I'm going to listen in on that conversation. And I heard everything you said, and I'm appalled that you would doubt me to that extent. But
You stole a diamond!
he nods. He says,
You had a filthy creature living under your bed!
"Look, I'm not perfect, but as it stands right now, I'm your only way out of this alive."
What's your plan?
He says, "Do you trust me?"
No?
No?
then you're not getting out of here alive.
Then what?
He extends his hand to Thaddeus, and then also to just the air, like whoever's.
Thaddeus grudgingly takes it.
Wait, is he on top of the guard tower? Or
No,
what's-
he came out of one of the towers. It looks
Okay,
like he was
so-
hiding in there or something.
So I guess
You're gonna
we'll
teleport us out of here,
link
basically.
Yeah,
arms.
he's just like motioning.
We
for
don't
you
really
to
have a
take
choice, right? So let's give it a shot. What could he possibly do?
I hope Nazria's okay. My dog.
I know.
I left her in Dawn's room.
Does the old man grab hands too? He's sort of looking.
He's
to you
like,
for what
does
to
he have
do.
to grab hands? He's kind of on me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's looking to you guys for direction. What should
I grab one of
Do
his
it.
hands.
Okay.
As the circle completes and you've all joined hands, he says, "For what it's worth, I'm not doing this because I like you." And then he casts a spell, and the next
Asshole.
thing that you know, you are surrounded by a gladed wood,
Oh,
and there's just chirping,
Warforged.
and, peaceful bird sounds, and other sounds of nature. None of the fighting.
Is it a
Where
place
are
we
we?
recognize?
This
Um,
isn't Ferindel. Is this freighted?
He says, no, and now that he's here, there was like a flash of magic and a pulling sensation, and then you landed in this glade.
Is it a different
But-
plane?
As you landed, he sort of looks about nervously. He's like, "We're in a place that I knew I could get to, but I've never been before. Welcome to the Feywild." And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
All right.
Shit!
I'm exhausted.
Shit!
We actually ended early. I'm impressed.
Oh man!
Um,
Oh my
if
god!
you guys want to take a look at what was in the book,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you now. It is
Okay.
bookmarked to a sea chart, which features this island.
Hey, it's the map.
I'll
This
put
is
the
a very turtle-looking.
It does look like a turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
up on
it
this.
looks almost like the
Do
island.
Do you have one to show the viewers?
I do.
The Curse of Oak Island.
It's
Monkey
bookmarked to a
Island.
sea chart of that island, and there's text next to it that says something. It says, "There is an island northeast of the marble cliffs and west of the loathsome black fog, upon which sailors dare not set foot. However,"
Talking too fast for me
No,
to
I'll
take
have
notes.
to listen to this later.
it says, "However, on that island, if you can get past the tribes of bloodthirsty gnolls and goblins and other horrible monsters that are said to roam the depths of its jungles, is said to be a shrine which guards a relic of a bygone age, a compass of sorts which will grant its wielder the ability to illuminate a path to the lands beyond the mist. Of course, these rumors have never been scientifically substantiated," and then it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that is what is in the book.
Okay,
And
basically a way to get through the fog.
that is where we're going to actually end tonight's session.
Oh, man.
Man, you guys did so well in that fight. I'm so proud of you.
I think
So
that
Alright.
Wait, I just want to say for the viewers, before the beginning of this fight at the start of the last session, our DM said, "I'm worried I might have made this fight too easy."
To be fair, I said I might have made it too hard or too easy. So I'm glad it worked out in the middle, and it was tough but fair.
Yeah. How much HP did Orin have?
Orin had 180.
Whoa.
Or sorry, my bad, 187.
is Gavin's mommy with us too?
Yes, Valerie came with as well.
Okay.
So standing in the Feywild right now, there's the four of you, there's Gavin, there's Valerie, and there is an old man.
And a dead body.
And a dead body.
The
Yeah.
dead body is an item Thaddeus was carrying.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't count that against the
Yeah,
creatures that can be
Oh,
done.
jeez.
A lot of
Oh,
you
well, that
exciting
was the
place to
end
pick
of
up.
the season 4. We'll be back on January 8th with season 5
Oh,
premiere.
I know less about what to expect about season 5 than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of thought we would be leading Ferindel on a boat.
Yeah.
Yep, in the Feywild. That's awesome. Cool.
That's great.
Cool.
Oh boy.
All right.
And you owe it to Gavin.
I don't want to owe Gavin anything.
Kevin.
Okay, so
I still
yeah,
have my
we're
large
actually
ears.
done. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Night.
Hope to see you all in the new year when we pick up back on
Happy
January 8th.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
sticking with us.
Bye.
2018.